Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fire Emblem Engage. In the last episode, we finished the main story, took down Sombron, saw the paired ending, well, the paired ending with Yunaka, at least, because it's the only paired endings you get are with Alir. But we are not done. We still have the Fell Xenologue to do, and so I'm in the area for the Fell Xenologue, but if we remember a bunch of episodes back, when we did a little bit of, conversing with Zelkov, he said he was working on a statue over here, and now that we've... Yeah, thanks, Hortensia. Now that the game is over, essentially, the statue is complete, and it is a statue of the Divine Dragon. It's actually pretty cool. It's a cool little Easter egg if you play after defeating the game. But what we're interested in now is going over here to this well, and we pointed out the well a long time ago, and I never really used it for anything, but this is how we're going to access the Fell Xenologue. This is a completely separate side story. And I'll explain kind of the nuances of it here once we get going. So let's not waste any time. We'll go ahead and get into the Fell Xenologue and see what this alternative story is all about. Fell Xenologue 1, Dragons from Afar.
Faced one way, 1,000 years separation. The other way, 100 years regret. Pray, dream of my sorrow. Pray, dispel the darkness from this world. The only light here is in memory, and the hope you instilled flickers. Alas, I know the truth. In this world, there is no salvation. In this world, there is no you.
Where am I? This isn't the Somniel. Who are you?
I am... No. It is no matter. My name lost its meaning long ago.
But I have this strange feeling. As if the two of us have met somewhere.
We have never met before. Not in any way you would understand. I'm speaking to you from across a mirror. You are my reflection, and my land's last hope. Please, I need your assistance. Will you save those who are important to me?
Of course. I'll help however I can.
Really? You accept my plea without hearing what it entails?
I suppose I feel like helping you might ease some of my own anxieties. Almost as if this is a chance to get back something that I lost a long time ago. In short, yes, I'm here for you.
I'm glad to hear you say so. I was afraid you would refuse, since I'm unable to explain all the details. Suffice to say that the land I speak of is threatened by a foe with a wicked heart. The only hope for my people is for you to collect the 7 bracelets.
Bracelets?
In my world, emblems dwell inside bracelets. You will need them in order to succeed. Now, I will transport you there. Those you encounter after arriving will guide you.
Will you and I meet again?
We will not. Nor have we ever met. Not even in this very moment.
You speak so cryptically. Still, I get the feeling I will see you again.
Be off now. I thank you, and wish you good fortune in the battles ahead. Goodbye, my fellow Divine Dragon. My twin from another world. On your journey, I hope you feel joy, suffering, sorrow, and love. Because I will feel nothing anymore. I will never awaken again.
So bright.
Sister, it worked! Our prayers are answered!
After all these long years, at last our savior has come. You.
Is that?
Where am I?
You are in Lethos Castle. We have long awaited your arrival. Thank you for answering our prayers. I am Nel, one of the dragons who resides here.
And I am Nil, her twin brother.
It's nice to meet you, Nel. And you, Nil. I'm the Divine Dragon.
So you are the Divine Dragon.
Fate has made a cruel and mysterious choice.
It is such a joy to see you reborn.
Reborn? What does that...
The Divine Dragon is deceased. You fell in the last war. Our world has been consumed by darkness in the time since. We have long prayed for a savior to aid us, and your appearance seems to be our answer. It is unfortunate. I would have preferred never to see you again.
Nel?
But we are in desperate need of aid, and we do not have the luxury of choice. I will speak no more of it. Please follow me.
I'm so sorry, Divine One. She is rather more upset by this than I would have expected. She and the Divine Dragon have a somewhat complicated history.
This is the Bracelet Vault. Here, our emblem bracelets are kept secure.
I see.
Upon that pedestal lies the bracelet of the Shepherd Exalt. It is the sole bracelet in our possession. The emblems within it are safely in slumber.
There are 7 bracelets in total. We lost the other 6 in the war with Sombron.
So, he exists in your world as well.
I will explain from the beginning. The first dragons were born millennia ago, and from them came the divine and fell dragons. For a time, there was peace, until the fell dragons turned to conquest and destruction. With the world under threat, the divine dragons and the people prayed for salvation. And that salvation came in the form of beings from other worlds known as emblems. The emblems were manifestations of those ardent prayers for peace.
My sister and I were performing that ancient rite when you arrived. We thought a new emblem would appear to save us.
And you got me.
Yes, it was quite the shock. I'm still a bit beside myself.
The emblems brought an end to the fighting, but only temporarily. 1,000 years ago, Sombron sought to exploit the emblems for his own ambitions.
We experienced that war firsthand. It was awful. The entire continent became a battlefield. The dragons and the royal families fought over the emblems until all sides were exhausted.
But as we stood upon the brink of annihilation, the divine dragons won a key victory. Lumera, the divine dragon monarch, imprisoned fell dragon Sombron at the cost of her life.
My mother died 1,000 years ago?
Her sacrifice bestowed peace upon the people even as they mourned her passing. But it was her successor who healed the wounded land and returned it to prosperity.
Her successor? You mean the next divine dragon monarch?
Yes. You.
The divine dragon monarch after Lumera was her own begotten child.
So I took the throne after she died. This is so different from the history of my world.
You are a wonderful ruler. Under your reign, it seems like the world would be at peace for the rest of time. But it was not to be. Sombron eventually returned, and another war began.
Whosoever gathers all 7 of the awakened emblems will be granted immense power. Sombron intended to use that power to exact revenge and restore the Fell Dragon's honor. To achieve that end, he was willing to set the whole world ablaze.
And I take it I lost this war.
No, not exactly. You and Sombron, each slew the other. On the night of the decisive clash, you and he perished at the same moment.
So the Fell Dragon is already gone? Then who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
An unknown malefactor is attempting to fulfill the late Sombron's ambitions.
They come and go without a trace. We know nothing of their whereabouts or appearance. All we know for sure is that, like Sombron, this individual wants to collect the 7 bracelets. In fact, we believe they already have 2.
1 in Lethos Castle, 2 in enemy hands. Where are the other 4?
Each of the 4 nations of Elios possesses one. They once fought under a single banner, but that changed drastically after your death. Now, with nothing to unite them, the little ones, the humans, bicker among themselves. Thus far, they have kept one another in check, but war could break out at any moment.
I don't know if the Divine Dragon's army was ever truly united. I saw them argue, in this very castle, about which nation was to blame for your death. Which is absurd, of course. It was no one's fault.
Now that our savior has arrived, it is imperative we reclaim the bracelets. The conflict we have avoided for years will soon be inevitable. You may need to cross blades with people who resemble your own friends and allies.
I understand. I'll brace myself for that possibility. So, you're both divine dragons like me?
What gave you that impression?
You said you were dragons, and you live in Lethos Castle, so I just assumed.
Your assumption is incorrect.
What she means, Divine One, is that we...
Watch out! Assassins!
Nel!
She's a Fell Dragon!
My brother and I both. In this world, Fell Dragons are born as twins. We severed ties with our father during the last war. We now fight against our misguided kin.
I cannot transform, but that does not stop me from fighting at Nel's side.
Fell Dragon twins.
I suppose I simply assumed that you would already know what we were. It seems I was mistaken. If you will not aid us, you may leave. We will defend this world ourselves.
No. I'll fight with you. I don't care about your heritage. If you truly want to protect this world, I'll be your ally.
Oh, that's a relief. Now, let us march into battle together, just like the good old days.
Show us your medal, Divine One. We shall see if you are truly the answer to our prayers.
This is why I like doing the Fell Xenologue after the main story, even though I think canonically it could fall around like the end-ish of Sohm, because you know everything. You're like, oh, you were praying for an emblem and you got me. Well, there's an emblem if you finish the story. Alear is not technically, officially the Divine Dragon. I mean, she's inherited the role, but she was a Fell Dragon. So it's like, it's just cool. But anyway, so Fell Xenologue, allies are going to have predetermined classes and levels. So nothing that I did in my main playthrough is really going to affect a single darn thing, other than having their emblems and their skills. And I did do some skill maintenance. They're going to have predetermined inventories as well. And there is no risk. If they fall in battle, they're not dead. There's no permadeath in this side story. So we will always have to have Nel and Nil on our team, as well as Alear, but then we can choose our allies for whoever we have left. Nel's actually pretty decent. Nil, on the other hand, I'm not a fan. And then not only can Alear not die, but these two can't die either. So we can take two of our normal allies, and I've thought about it. Now, I will say I haven't played the Fell Xenologue more than once, and that was back when it came out. So what I do know is once I pick who I want, I can actually then go through and trade out inventories and stuff like that. So we, of course, have Alear, we have Nil, we have Nel. I'm taking Yunaka because regardless of the fact that she's now a much lower level than normal, she still has Corrin and she can still do some massive damage. I'm not going to take Diamant though. I would like to have a healer. So I'm actually going to bring Fram, and the reason for that is because we're going to need a unit that can heal for a couple of different things. So now once I've done that, I just want to see, is there anybody that I could trade anything over to? Probably not. Even the units that I don't use have some decent items that I might be able to do some stuff with, but I'm just going to take a look here. Okay, so all my knife wielders have the exact same thing. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this. Now, the only problem that I have with bringing Fram is she's back to being a martial monk. She's not my high priest, so she won't be as battle heavy, But like I said, we need a healer, so. Does anybody have a physics staff? That's what I really want to know, because if they do, I'm going to trade that over. They do. Okay. So let me go to inventory, and I'm going to have Fram trade with, who was that? Was that Lyndon? Yeah, and I'm going to take Lyndon's physic. Okay, cool. And that will put her in a much better situation. Okay. With that, I do not want Fram on the front lines. I'm definitely going to put her in the back. And so essentially, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 people who can actually fight. Now, I can put emblems on these two, which might not be a bad idea, because you can see the emblems with the HP gains are kind of helping. So let's do... Nil, he's an axe user. I don't want him to even be, like, risked at dying, so I'm going to give him Roy for... No, he's not going to actually have... Yeah, I will give him Roy for holdout.
To victory!
And then for Nell... I'm going to give her Ike for that increased defense and strength.
Ike, leave it to me.
And then I think we should be good. Okay. So, I think we are good to go. Let's go ahead and start.
The enemy has most likely come for the bracelet of the Shepherd Exalt. We must stop them here, before they can reach its location.
Ooh.
So we gotta defeat whoever this person is. And of course, we're defeated if Nel, Nil, or Alir is defeated. If Yunaka or Fram fall, it's not gonna be the end of the world, because again, they don't truly die. Now these wolves, I don't like them. But let's check out our new folks here. We've got a new, we got one of the this was a DLC Lance, obviously. And then she has Fellspark, because she can turn into a dragon. And then we of course have Nil, who even though he has his axe, his strength is very low. Now Roy's gonna help with that, but yeah, he also has very low speed because his build is so low and that axe is heavy, so. I want to take out this wolf.
Yunaka here.
So I'm going to let you start. We're also not going to get any experience, so it does not matter who I use.
Yes.
Alright, that'll proc that wolf to come. You've got a defense of 13. What does the wolf attack? Okay, so it won't do a ton of damage, but there's other things we gotta worry about. Okay.
Witness my power, Divine One.
I'll do my best.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Alir down to bait this wolf too. I'm not gonna do an Engage Plus just yet, although I do have access to all that, which is great. We'll bring Fram down. Chain Guard is not going to be a good use because nobody can get into attack Yunaka. And then I just need to make sure that nobody can attack Nil if I move him down. Good. Okay, we're good.
Cute, right? But watch out. Those fangs will really leave a mark.
Okay. This is why I brought Fram.
I won't falter. Yes.
I just realized she has the steel sword
Dream
on.
well.
I should give her liberation back.
You can lift the Fang's curse with my restore staff. Give it to someone who can use it.
Sorry about that. I had a little interruption. Had to pause that for a second. But anyway, so Cursed Fangs. These corrupted wolves. Oh my goodness. They're a nuisance because even if they do 0 damage, they are going to reduce the max HP of the unit by 5. But we can get that back with a restore staff, which is exactly why I brought one. So, or that's exactly why I brought Fram, I mean. So Fram already has a restore staff on. And so you can see here, we've been taken down to 28. If I bring her up and I use this restore staff on Nell.
My gratitude.
it's going to take us back up to 33. So now we're good. And I'm going to take this wolf out because he annoys me. Okay. I'm going to start baiting. I'm going to, of course, keep Alir and Yunaka together because of the support. I can only bait the one if I go there. Really? Alright, whatever. We'll go Dragonbane. And then I do not want to get you in any range, so... I'm gonna have to just keep you here for now, I guess. Bring it on.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Oh, good, you're coming. You're coming. There's a bowman coming, which is something. Yunaka actually can get in and take that bowman out, I think. Right? Oh, if she crits, she can.
Look what you made me do. Another kill for me.
I mean, I'll take it. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, I want to get in where we have the support again. And you know what? Why not?
Emblem Eternal.
These guys are all corrupted too, so I'm gonna put this on. I mean, it clearly says corrupted wolves, so. Alright. What's gonna do more damage? Clearly this. What if I... Oh, she looks pretty cool with Ike. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Yes.
Ah, that still took her down by 5. I don't like that. Oh, no, it didn't. Wait, it didn't? I thought even if... Okay. Can I get you around the back? Can you take this guy? Yes, you can. Alright. And with Roy, we get 100% hit. Wait, did my no, and my damage went up. Good. Let's go.
I am no failure.
Yes!
Now the true battle begins.
I love the crits. And Fram... I'm gonna put her where it's a little bit more safe. Although if I engage her with Tiki, she'll be fine. She just can't heal then. Look at that. Come for the emblem. Let's go.
Close. This is it. I won't forget you.
Okay. I would like to send these two down. So I'm gonna send you here. And put you right beside. I'm gonna bring Fram down because that guy is gonna get taken out. Can you do it? Ha, look at that. Nil's being a little bit useful. I'm not used to it.
Here I go! I have faith in the goodness of humankind.
Alright. Nah. We'll keep you here.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. It won't be easy beating that one. Not with my emblem's power protecting it.
It'll be fine.
We did it, Divine One!
Yep. We sure did. Come on, Wolfie. Oh, you're going around that way? Okay. Then we are going to... First off... Get you back up to full.
Thank you.
Figure out where you can go. I don't want to be in range of you. And I want to move you two down here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Hand over the bracelet.
Not a chance. See, even without me giving her overpowered weapons, she's still good. Who cares? There's no experience, so let's just get it done. Wait,
Don't stand in my
she
way.
dodged that. How did she still get fire on her? You know what? There's no experience. Let's just get a Lear in here. Oh, should we pawn blast it, maybe? Nah, let's just take you out.
Are you the divine dragon?
Yes. And I'll be taking back that bracelet now.
Oh, that was fun.
And just like that, the map is over.
You won. This time.
MVP ends up being a Lear. Good map. Not bad.
They got away. I was hoping we would finally learn their identity.
At least we got back the bracelet they were carrying. That's...
The bracelet of the ancestor. It seems different since we last laid eyes on it.
Maybe this emblem can tell us about their time in enemy hands. I'll summon them again so we can talk. Huh? That's strange.
What?
The invocation isn't coming to me. Perhaps it's because I'm in a new world? But that's no good. Summoning emblems is what a divine dragon does.
Divine dragon? I'm Tiki. Are you a divine dragon like me?
Well,
Impossible. Emblems in this state shouldn't be able to speak.
hello, Emblem Tiki. I might be able to summon you again, but your invocation isn't coming to me. Do you know it?
I don't know anything about an invocation. My head feels fuzzy. It hurts. Please, don't make me fight anymore. I don't like hurting people.
You need not act against your will. Allow me to return you to peaceful slumber.
You can do that?
I can indeed. But I am unfamiliar with this summoning power of which you speak. The divine dragon of this world was able to cleanse fallen emblems. It would seem that you cannot do the same. So I will send Emblem Tiki to rest. In slumber, she will be safe from those who would exploit her power. No longer will she be compelled to fight.
You might say we are containing her power in the bracelet. Sadly, since we lack the ability to awaken emblems, she cannot aid us any further.
It sounds like our only option right now. Please, go ahead. Whatever benefits there might be to keeping her awake, I won't force her to fight. Tiki, I hope we'll meet again someday.
I'd like that. When we do, let's play together lots, okay?
Absolutely.
Farewell, Emblem Tiki. Sweet dreams.
Night,
Now, so long as we keep her away from the enemy, she will be able to rest.
Thank you, Nel.
We place our emblems into slumber as a matter of course, to prevent their exploitation. Emblem Tiki was thus asleep when she was taken, but she returned to us awake. Our foe must therefore possess the power to awaken emblems.
Only divine and fell dragons can control them in that way. There are no divine dragons left in this world, so that means our enemy is a fell dragon. One of our siblings, in other words.
If it's a sibling of yours, then do you have any idea who it could be?
We have many brothers and sisters, but we're not acquainted with all of them. Many died in the most recent war. There is no telling which of them survived.
The power to control emblems is rare. If we knew the culprit, we would surely recall. Perhaps this child was born after we left Sombron, or developed this power late.
Dragon powers are unpredictable. I cannot transform myself or control emblems at all. Sombron deemed me a failure. If I had stayed with him, I would probably be dead by now.
How awful.
I managed to survive only because Nel took me with her when she left. It angers me to think that our siblings could be behind this. To be given that kind of power, only to use it for evil. What a waste.
Nil.
Sorry. It's not my intention to poison the mood.
So, Divine One, our objective is to put an end to the ambitions of Sombron's mysterious heir. Since we are fighting to return the emblems to slumber, they will not be able to help us. Knowing this, it is your choice whether or not to join our cause. What say you?
Yes, I'll help.
Splendid! It is such a comfort to have you on our side. Isn't it, Nel?
After what I saw in that battle, I must agree. But I will remain unsettled by the necessity of fighting alongside this dead dragon.
Oh, I unsettle you, do I?
Please, there is no need to quarrel. Why don't the two of you shake hands and agree to be friends from now on?
I decline.
Then I guess I'll pass too.
You could at least try to get along.
Before we depart the castle, Nil, we should say our farewells.
Oh, agreed.
I didn't know anyone else was in the castle. Is it a person I know?
You are welcome to come find out. But what you see may upset you.
It looks to be a monument of some kind.
This is the resting place of the Divine Dragon. Your grave. I did warn you.
We will be just a moment, Divine One. You can go back if you like.
Actually, do you mind if I say something? I'd like to speak to my other self, who lived here with you.
I think that would be a lovely gesture.
Visiting my own gravestone. Not something I ever thought I'd do. I can see why Nel is unsettled by this situation. I promise to fulfill your role and protect those important to you as best I can. And with that, my reflection, goodbye.
Why can't I turn into a dragon like you and Father?
There. You may someday.
I'm a failure. I'm weak.
No, Nel. You are strong. Surely you will be able to transform eventually.
When?
Not even Father can say for sure. But until then, hold on to this.
Your Dragonstone? But you won't be able to transform without it.
I can if you carry it for me. And I know you will always be by my side. We are two halves of a whole, Nil. This power is ours to share.
Our power.
Oh, that's a interesting way to start this story. And also, the fact that Alir's getting a little bit snarky, I love it. And I will say there's more snarkiness to come. It's great. So we've learned a little bit about Nil. We're helping Fell Dragons. We've been ambushed. We found out that Alir can't actually summon emblems in this world, which, by the way, is another thing that tells me this needs to be done, I would say, not only around like the Somme area of the main story, but also before you do any of the DLC maps, because otherwise, if you did the DLC map first, then Alir would know who Tiki is and all that already. So, anyway, that's an argument for another day, or a discussion for another day, or even another video, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below, and consider subscribing, especially if you want to see more of the Fell Xenologue of Fire Emblem Engage. But as always, I will wish you all a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video.